Call of Duty is finally doing the right thing for you and for me as players, and they have spoken up and issued a statement to the community. We're going to go over it today, but we're going to cover key issues in this. The anti-cheat update, the server-side latency and the bugginess, and the rank play problems. We're going to cover all the Warzone updates for Season 2 that we are going to see. That's right, we get to see them sooner. And what the plan is going forward. So let's hop in and take a look. I want to start with the RICOCHET Anti-Cheat. Looks like instances of cheating in Call of Duty, particularly in ranked play across both multiplayer and Warzone, are frustrating and severely impact the experience of our community. Yeah, we know that. We experienced a lot of it in multiplayer and Warzone ranked right now. At the upper levels, it's insane. You can't play without cheaters in the game. We're here to tell you what's being done about it today and our plan to support throughout 25. So we have new things already layered in. Live now, which is right now as I'm doing this video, are new layers of security and protection against cheaters in Call of Duty, as well as updates to protect the competitive integrity of the game. Okay, so they updated detection models, so that's good. They've banned 136,000 ranked play accounts. Not regular accounts, just the rank play accounts. So that's a little bit different. Enhancing cross-examination tools, new detection and warning system for spam reporting by accounts. You know, so when you get slammed up against the wall and somebody hits a button and reports you 100 times, that is a hack out there and it gets you banned. It's banning on the other side now, so which is good. New detection and warning system for repeat playing and cheating behavior. So when a cheater is banned, our system will detect other accounts it had regularly partied up with and raise flags for investigation to combat boosting and other cheating behavior. So guilty by association. That's good. I like those new too. That is good. We needed those. Now we got more stuff coming up on the server side in early 2025. Season 2, new and improved client for server-side detections, major kernel level driver updates, improvement to driver security, reinforced encryption process, and new tampering detection system. I like when it says new. So new and improved is good. New tampering is good. We like that. Big on Season 3 and beyond. More is to come. They don't want to give out all the details because the cheat developers can peek behind the curtain. So I love this, and I'll tell you why I love this. Because Verdansk was supposed to come back March 10th on the 5-year anniversary. Now we're hearing pushes to April. All of this makes sense on why it's being pushed back, because we want the security in place when they launch rank play inside of Verdansk. Now we're looking at server stability and packet loss and lobby crashing. So we've all seen the packet loss banners. We've all had stability issues where it glitches out and you turn 8-bit. We've seen lobby crashing, stuff like that. So it looks like they are addressing it. Looks like we've seen community reports of increased rubber banding, packet loss notifications, and server disconnects, especially in rank play like we talked about. They've been monitoring it. The team at Demonware has narrowed down some specific causes of these issues that can affect all players, and new improvements have been made to Call of Duty server infrastructures this week to reduce targeted cases of malicious activities on our infrastructure and players. While it's an industry-wide issue, they remain committed to combating issues. So they are working on it. They've seen it. They've put stuff in place to fix it. That's great. These new improvements now in place. Keep that in mind. Now, not coming, now in place for Black Ops 6 and Warzone. We've already seen improvement in stability on the back end, so that's good. In addition to these improvements, the team has also solved some server issues in regions that have recently experienced instability. So they're fixing that. That's good. So a lot of stuff there. An update to the disruptive behavior team on the voice moderation. So a lot of people have been getting chat banned, and it's not for the right reasons. Obviously, we've had people get chat banned. I've played with chat banned players, say that 5 times, where you have to unmute them to hear them. Well, it's like I'm playing with randoms. So that looks like it's being fixed. All right, Black Ops 6 updates. I'm going to skip ahead. We're our Warzone channel. We're a Warzone community, so I'm going to skip right to the Warzone stuff. If you want to look at this, I will link it down below in the description of the video. Okay, incoming Warzone updates. Let's dive in. These are huge. There's a lot. I can't believe it. There's a lot of cool stuff. One of the biggest things I want to say for Warzone is console is going to be able to turn off crossplay. So you console people are going to be so happy. You can turn off crossplay. You don't have to play with PC players. You can localize it to console. All right, so let's talk about Season 2, Call of Duty Warzone. This is interesting. We've made a decision to prioritize focusing on gameplay tuning, adding more quality of life, and addressing ongoing bugs. This means that in order to deliver meaningful improvements to our players, new content originally planned for Season 2 has been shifted to create bandwidth to address address foundational issues. Okay, so they're taking the content that was going to launch in season 2 and they're going to move it and they're going to work on quality of life, which I think is the best plan they could have done. All right, these improvements won't come all at once. Rather, they're staggered across the season with quite a few quality of life changes coming mid-season. Our priority is having the most solid foundation that Battle Royale can offer and are excited for players to see it all live. Okay, cool. So let's look at these adjustments. Weapons. Reload speeds are faster for all weapons, anywhere from 5% to 20% depending on the weapon class. So reload speeds are going up. Great, we need that. Reduce penalty with sprint to fire jumping from 35% to 10% and increase jump aim down sight speed by 25%. The intent is to find that middle ground of being able to pull off jump shots without it being the meta movement strategy. If you remember the last Warzone, you would see a lot of people jumping to shoot. I actually trained myself to jump to shoot, trying to get a headshot, next shot multiplier. But it's very difficult right now unless you're running the perk for dexterity to kind of get that movement and help cane it in. This is going to reduce all of that, so that's good. Adjust bullet penetration across most materials, resulting in a more consistent experience for thicker walls in particular. Yes, yes, yes. I don't know how many times somebody marks me with tracker and then they just kill me through a wall, and that's a brick wall. You shouldn't be able to shoot through a brick wall, so that's going to be fixed. We're going to love that. Weapon swap speed increased by 10%, effectively replicating the effect of quick grip gloves perk with Modern Warfare. Okay, so yeah, so we can, that's good. The swap speed will increase and we don't need a perk to do it. It's built in. That's great. Remove burst and semi-auto rifles and low rarity pistols from ground loot, allowing for more confidence in knowing how your weapon will fire when you pick it up. That's great. It drives me crazy when I land, I grab a gun, and it's the Goblin MK2 and it's single fire. And I'm like, what? Why is it single fire? What is going on? I don't have to memorize that. So that's great. Movement. Increase jump speed and successive jump height with one unmodified successive jump. So you can jump higher and faster. Increase the speed of the parachute cut animation, making cutting a parachute and readying your weapon significantly faster. That's awesome. So cut and go. That's great. Increase player velocity when landing from a cut parachute land for smoother transition into a full sprint. Nice. So you can cut higher, low down, and run. That's really cool. Audio. Reduce reverb effects to improve directional and movement audio produced by other players, footstep ascenders, and parachutes. Good. Because that parachute thing over your head is just annoying because you're like, it's coming in. And then there's nobody there because it's like 60 meters out. So that's not good. Perks. Combat scout pings. Replaced with an outline that is not visible through walls. Thank you. So if you're out in the open and they ping you, they'll see you. But if you're in a building, they won't see through the wall. Added new default perks. Oh, buddy. Here we go. Dexterity. The weapon component has been increased in effectiveness and made default for all Warzone players. So what that means is that jumping piece. Half of dexterity is Mountaineer that doesn't work. The other half is the weapon jump piece with like a floating weapon. So now in combination with this up here with the penalty to sprint to fire jumping and the default, that's going to be great. That's awesome. Let's see what else is in. As mentioned above, we replicated the effect of quick grip gloves and fast reload via weapon adjustments. That's right. Mountaineer, all right, returns as a perk in slot 1, replacing dexterity, as it should. We've increased the fall damage reduction substantially from what is currently in live with this dexterity. And dexterity is like 2 meters, so I don't know what that means. Did they go to 8? Did they go to 10? It was 16, 17 in the other one, because it says, though not quite the powerhouse it was during Modern Warfare 3. So I bet they met in the middle, because it was already at 2. I wonder if it's like 6 or 8. We'll have to take a look when it updates. Veteran now significantly reduces the damage ticks on gas grenades, so that's good. All right, equipment and kill streaks. Munition satchels not only provide 1 additional item down from 2 to address overstocking and spamming. Okay, so you go back to 1. Maximum deployed tacticals and lethals reduced to 2 each, down from 3 to make sure purposeful trap plays. So you just can't spam. I got it. Gas grenade radius duration and movement penalties reduced to bring in line with the vision of a zoning tactical and less than a lethal crutch. Yeah, I hated the gas grenades because they were so OP. You would throw it and then you're just stuck and then you're dead. Like there's nothing you can do. It's bad. Spy camera's outline effect no longer renders through walls. That is the camera that would go like that and it would outline your body. If you were a smart team, you had a quad, you could have somebody doing that the whole time and they would run into the building. You could see them, but nothing they could do about it. So I never really used it, but it's there. Advanced UAVs will now show elevation arrows. It should. It should. Down, up. It should. That's good. That's good. All right. Miscellaneous. Body shield functionality limited. No longer automatically releases player in free fall. Okay. No longer provides an outline of the victim's teammates through walls. Got it. Okay. Remove manual release of player. Keeping them alive must end with an execution. Good. The flares that fire out of the buy station when a player is bought back can now be pinged to increase visibility on redeployments. That's actually good because the color on the map versus that thing going up, if I could ping that because I'm trying to get a buyback, that's actually pretty good. Match stat tracker font adjusted for better readability. Nobody cares about that. All right, bug fixes. Let's see what's going on. Regarding issues, we know how frustrating it is to see Linger go undressed in patch notes. That's great. Here are some of the fixes players can expect to see when Season 2 launches. Address visibility of dark areas and characters on Rebirth Island. Yeah, there's just some buildings, like Factory, you slide into the bottom, and it's all dark. You don't know if somebody's there or not, so there's nothing you can do. Address players being forced to stand up while reviving down squad members. Thank you. Address exploits allowing players to access unintended areas of the map. Address parachutes deploying when jumping off ladders. Yeah, I tried to make a video for you guys, and I tried to jump off a ladder to help like with the visual, and all I got was parachute, 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 and that's not what they did in Modern Warfare 3, which is a pain. All right, weapons and equipment. Address weapons becoming inaccessible near interactable areas. Yeah, I've had that happen where like the weapon drops under the map. Address weapons falling through the buy station models. Yep, had that happen. Address weapon tooltips appearing as common when dropped to the ground. Yeah, I don't have tooltips on in my settings, so we should be good. Address ghost persisting through the pre-match lobby into the match. That's interesting. Address cold-blooded not properly counting tracker. Thank you for that, because I run cold-blooded. Address quick fix health regen not properly activating while plating. I talked about on the channel about what perks to use. There we go. That's going to be fixed. Address survivor preventing players from reviving down squad members. Address most wanted contracts not overriding respawn timers as attended. Operators, address operator selection appearance issues in the menu. Okay. So that's all good and dandy. Now, ranked play. In addition to all the above noted incoming cross-play options for console players, ranked play in Season 2 will see a refinement to the amount of SR required and adjustment to deployment fees. These updates aim to soften the on-ramp into accessing ranked play and make the top end truly competitive. As a parting thought, we want to take a moment and reflect on the significance of Black Ops 6 integration, the largest in Call of Duty history. Of course, they're going to hype it up real quick, which for the first time has brought our teams and products together in a unified development environment. While this transformation has presented its share of obstacles, it also paves the way for more ambitious updates and closer collaboration in the future. We're essentially laying a foundation to make new technology immediately available to all our studios, improving development pipelines and stability, porting features between titles, and allowing us to focus more of our time on future releases. Okay, so all those big words, all they said was, hey, the reason why Warzone and Black Ops 6 integration has been miserable is because they brought both products in the same product development environment, so the same area. So they're developing it hand in hand. But it was the first time they did that. And anytime the first time you do anything, think about the first cell phone, the first Apple phone, the first anything, you're going to have bugs. So they had bugs. Now, we've made it through the bugs. They're fixing the bugs. The next title, they don't have these bugs. We will see when the next title launches. But hey, guys, that is the update. It came out. I wanted to get it out to you really quick. So let me know, what do you think? Is this going to solve a lot of the issues? And if you like more videos to watch from me, go ahead, click or touch the screen now. Check out these two on the left. I got the one that is super awesome about FOV, and then I got the other one that talks about, should we be updating our gaming and our monitors already? And I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks.